Why you should listen to me about politics if you're new. Now, if you're not and you've been watching me for days, weeks, and months, comment below so they can see we got family up in here. We know what's going on. I'm going to earn your subscription by the end of this. Understand this. The rest of those people out there on the left, either they're giving some perspective that's different from me, but they're not giving the score. They're not giving what I invented called the Trump failing formula. And I'll explain that in a minute. In other words, you're going to feel good coming here. Your anxiety is going to go down. I've talked people off the ledge. Probably the best quote I ever heard is that I take terror from the hearts of people. So I remove terror from there because the idea of all of this news and breaking news has got you upset. You go in the right place if you want to relax, calm down, and figure out what's really going on without going through 47 videos of terrorization where they're out there alarming you. Breaking news. This is the most horrible thing ever. Bye. No, we're not here doing that. What we're doing is we're talking about the good stuff, meaning that the truth. We dig through the facts. And here's what I'm talking about when I break that down, when I say facts. Keep listening to me now. Zoom in on what I'm saying now. It's so important to understand what his playbook, his score, who's challenging him, and what the psychology is. Because when you figure that out, in fact, I got a private group. You can find out about that in my descriptions of this video. But here's the thing. It's such an important template to understand because you won't panic ever again. Here's how it works. The Trump failing formula is playbook, score, challengers, and psychology. And here's how it works. The playbook he has is break the law, see who comes in, and challenges him. Pretty simple, right? Here's the thing. Everybody's challenged him. Ha ha! So what's his score? Well, baby, let's talk about this. He loses on the lower courts, loses in appeal court, loses in Supreme Court. Now, what happens then? What does that mean? That means in the last 17 weeks as I record this, he has lost 63 times, both out and in the court, by judgments or by judges who just blocked it before he even became a case. Now, I want you to understand that. That means he's 4-63. What team do you know that's 4-63 winning? Nobody. He's lost 95% of his cases, and he's going to lose even more because he's breaking the law. His people in the administration are breaking the law. He's almost in contempt of court twice. That doesn't mean he's going to jail, but his people could be resigning, going to jail, and they're headed in contempt of court. One's through the Boasberg Alien Enemies Act, and the other one through Zennis and the Garcia case. And by the way, Garcia's coming home. Feeling good now? Want to subscribe to me now? Okay, it gets better. Here's the thing. That's the first thing, playbook and score. First and second thing. The third thing is who's challenging him? Well, there's 23 governors and attorney generals. There are nonprofits out there. People who are part of my group right now, you should be leaving a comment below. Let them know this is the real deal talking to them, all right? Subscribe to me. Here's the thing I want you to understand. It's up in the middle of the night as I post this. And so I know you got some stuff you stressing about, and you should probably just keep listening to me to calm and bring you down. The other thing is that we have the judges themselves who've been blocking. So judges, nonprofits like the ACLU and the attorney generals and governors of 23 Democratic states, almost half the union. We're doing good. Then there's number 4. So there's playbook, score, who's challenging him. Number 4 is pretty interesting too. Number 4 is psychology. He's with you. He's you. How is he doing that? Let me give you some perfect examples. I may run for a 3rd term. I'm going to reopen Alcatraz. I'm going to accept this plane that's worth $1 billion or $100 million or whatever from this country. I'm going to outlaw, with my GOP help Congress, I'm going to outlaw P, the P corn, the thing that rhymes with corn but starts with a P that I can't say on here. I don't want to get limited or anything. I'm going to outlaw that. First of all, he can't do any of that shit. It ain't going to pass. They're with you. Understand? It's a mind play to get you not thinking about the $888 billion or $880 billion through Medicaid. They're trying to sneak through the big, beautiful bill. Also, they're trying to do stuff like get you to ignore the fact that he's dropping in the polls about 1 point every 5 days. Or that Stephen Miller's part of those 2 contempt of court cases I just mentioned earlier, and his butt could be resigning and going to jail. Don't think about that. Think about the latest Woo Daddy thing. So all of the bad stuff that he does, including the horrible tariffs in the economy and that China trade deal, which are going to basically break, all of that stuff's going to go through the roof. But he don't want that on the news. He want what he says on the news. And if he can come up with some clown stuff and mislead you, he wins. That's what this is about. The other part of that is to project strength. Like when the White House said, Garcia's never coming back again. Yeah, he is. Whenever he says something, it happens. Like when he said he was going to block them trillions of dollars within the first 2 weeks of his administration, and he unblocked them, didn't he? 3 different judges blocked him. Remember, playbook, score, challengers, and psychology. That's what you learn here. Have I earned your subscription? I'm pretty sure I have. Would you like to feel even better? Go into my descriptions and contact me to see if my groups are open and find out about my private groups where I make you feel 100% better. The first group is designed to make you feel better for less than the cost of some Tylenol or whatever aspirin you might use, and definitely any prescription medicine. It's called the Clarity Group. The second group is there to help you make some more money with personal mentoring from me, which is unheard of at an unheard of price. That's why they might be closed, because I can only do so much. I post out about 50 pieces of content a day across 500,000 people across social media. So I don't play. I am the man. I am the man. Let people tell you in the comments. If you hadn't heard, if you don't know by now, now you know, baby, baby.